All right, I should be live. Let me hopefully tweet this out. We have a lot to talk about. And I was hoping the state of play this morning would bring a lot of bangers. There's a couple good things, but I'm not really going to go over the whole show. Mostly what most people predicted. But there's more to talk about even besides that. There's a lot of things we could talk about today. So I figured it'd be a good opportunity for this sort of let's chat type of live stream that I've done before. Name is still pending. I'm still thinking of a new name just because YouTube doesn't like let's chat and demonetizes it. So again, if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. But I hope you're all doing well. I already see Unforgiven in the chat with the baseball emojis. We're going to get to that. Actually, let me know what you guys want me to start with. We could start with the MLB. We could start with the IGN Game of the Year. Or we could just talk about whatever. Let me know what you want me to start with. What's up, Anime Dinan? Is that how I say your name? I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I hope you guys are having a good day. I need to tweet this out though, so let me get to my channel and hopefully, wow, I can't even, what? Oh, I see. Okay, what I'll do is I'll do this. Give me a second, and if you guys are in the chat, you can let me know if you want me to start with a specific topic. I'm kind of all over the place. I just came from the gym, so bear with me here. Bear with me. All right, I got the link. Let's do this. And get that link out there. So yeah, there we go. There we go. Let me pop up the chat too. That'll help. Perfect. Perfect. All right, I'm getting more the hang of this as I go. YouTube is always changing things, and you know how it goes, but yeah, Dunan thinks Ghost of Tsushima is downgraded. I don't know about all of that. I saw the trailer, the little teaser trailer. It looked really good. I can't wait to see the rest. They're supposed to show more at the VGAs. And Jeff Keighley actually said it's going to be the longest trailer. So I'm looking forward to that. Hannibal says, rip PlayStation. What's up, VGL? Jazzy says, again, rip Sony. Oh, dude's blood pressure. All right, he was specific. What's up, Jazzy? What's up, X Skull? Hope you guys are all doing good. What's today? Tuesday? Tuesday usually has some good news, and we have things to talk about for sure, for sure. So yeah, let's start with the MLB stuff. I think we should, because I'm getting tweets and I'm seeing tweets of people actually saying Sony is doomed. And we talked about this a little bit on the backlog. If you guys missed it, I have a whole backlog episode. Me and Shar, we talked about this topic of if Sony put their games on PC, would it devalue PlayStation? And we went into the discussion. I pretty much said, I was leaning on the side of no, because I was looking at it in the way of like how people are comparing it to Xbox, because that seems to be the concern, that Sony is going to be like Microsoft and PlayStation is going to be like Xbox. And my whole point was that Sony is not Microsoft and PlayStation is not Xbox. To have failures, if you want to call them that, like Xbox, PlayStation would have to go down a line of bad mistakes. And that's what I kind of focused on. I was saying that if we want to consider, I guess we want to say that PlayStation would be devalued, they would have to go down a line of mistakes, like the Xbox. So that was kind of my point. And so I'm not really like scared, or I'm thinking like Sony is just doomed. I don't think that, okay? Especially after this. This is just one game. I know it could start a trend of more, which I could see happening as well. But This is a MLB sports game, right? And it really has to do with licensing. Like the first thing I thought in my head was like, it's probably a license issue. And if you see this article right here, you guys are seeing this, right? Let me make sure. Yeah, you're seeing this. If you look at this article from The Verge, it says right here, by agreeing to take it elsewhere, Sony has secured a multi-year extension of its MLB license. So see, it's right there. So, I mean, when you deal with like MLB, NBA, NFL, you're talking about a license deal. So that means MLB was probably like, listen, we want our game to sell as many copies as possible. This is the major, this is baseball. This is the MLB. We want this everywhere, which I totally understand. And Sony had a choice. They could either give up the license because they want to keep it exclusive. They could lose all that money, or they could agree and say, fine, we'll still own it, but we'll spread it around. We'll put it on Nintendo. We'll put it on, Xbox, PC, wherever. Maybe even Stadia. Who knows? Maybe Stadia gets this too. But you can even see right here, Nintendo tweeted this out. So get those baseball emojis ready. They put it right there. And some people are, not feeling it, but a lot of people are, because it's Nintendo, right? Nintendo, once Nintendo fans have something, they love it, right? We know this. So yeah, there's a lot of comments, a lot of people either excited or they're upset. And you can see right here, when you read the actual, release of this information, a lot of people are like saying they want it to Xbox or they want it to, whatever. But you got Sony guys. And I wish I had some tweets handy. I wanted to go live as soon as possible, so I don't have like a bunch of tweets, but they're out there. And I can go ahead and go to my own Twitter. And let me go ahead and find my tweet about this, because some people were actually saying Sony is done. What's up, Eric? What's up, Nev? Harvinder, Dave, Spencer, Leaky, JR, Swerve. I see you guys. Oh, thank you, Hannibal. He says, Jack is right. RIP PlayStation. Shout out to Hannibal for the super chat. I appreciate it. I don't know about all that. And a lot of people are really upset at Jim Ryan, Jack included. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of overreacting going on. And I'm trying to settle you guys down, right? I often get complimented on my voice for being very calm, very relaxing. Let's try and relax right now. Let's not jump the gun and just say that Sony is doomed. I feel like there's a lot of overreacting going on right now. So let's just relax. All right, let's chill right now. I'm gonna try and make you guys feel a little bit better. So you can see here, granted, we got maybe some arguable PlayStation fanboys. Unforgiven's loving it, of course. And I'll probably, shout out to Jack. I might make a trip to his Twitter so I can show some more comments, because I should have had these handy, but we're just going, we're improvising right now, all right? So right here it says the end of PlayStation. I don't think you guys can even see this. It's so small on your screen. And I'm on the new G-Sync monitor, so I feel like it's showing things smaller for you guys, which is weird. But right here it says the end of PlayStation. This one says PlayStation is going to the shitter. So, I don't know, man. I feel like it's not necessarily a non-issue, because this could be the start or the continuation, if you want to think of it, of games that were exclusive going to other consoles or going to PC. This could be. So it's not a non-issue, but I feel like people are making it a bigger issue than it is. Spencer, he says, love this community, endless entertainment. It really was pretty entertaining. So that's why I tweeted this. I'm like, listen, I just got off Steam. We were playing, Halo. We were playing Gears. Granted, we were getting our butts kicked, but we were up on that PC master race, right? And as we're playing, I see that, Jack is going wild. People are upset. Twitter's on fire. And this was literally kind of how I felt. I was like, listen, I've been on PC. Like, this, as a gamer, you're going to go where the games are at, right? So I've always preached this since the inception of this channel, that you should just go where the games are at. Having loyalty to brands, you would avoid all of this if you didn't have that. You would, if you just play games and it doesn't matter where you play, you don't have to worry about this stuff, you guys. Like, you really don't, you don't have to worry. And I try and, I try and live, as an example for you guys. And I preach being a neutral. And some people don't believe it. They try and say that we're fake about it, or we clearly have preferences and stuff like that. But you don't have to look any further than me. Erica's for the win. Just go, if you look at my channel, if you look at me as a gamer, you could point to me every single time. Like, this chick, Erica, plays games wherever. And that's how I've always rocked, that's just, it's whatever is good for me at the time. I'm gonna roll with it. If the Switch is popping, I'm on the Switch. If PC's popping, I'm on PC. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go where they go. So to me, this is all silly to begin with. But since we're here, since this is going on, we gotta, I guess, address it, right? I guess I wanna just make an attempt to calm everybody down. That's what I'm trying to do, all right? Nev says Eric is a fake neutral with the troll face. Let me get a drink of water, man. I'm feeling it right now. I'm a little hype. I need to relax too. Let me see. Blessed is up in here. Says my thoughts exactly. What's up, Ryan? He says we won that assault match easily though. Yeah, you were doing your thing, Ryan. I'm not a Halo player, so of course I was sucking. But our night on Gears afterwards was ridiculous. High ping on my end. It was just bad. But anyways, back to the topic. Jazzy says switch gangs for the win. What's up, Redhead? He says, sorry for the jet in the background. The airport is nearby, so I deal with this daily, but you guys probably don't. So just excuse it. It'll go by. Red Hood says it was either MLB goes multiplat with Sony or MLB goes to EA. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Sony had a decision. And for their pockets, they made the right decision. It makes sense. It makes total sense. So that's why I was kind of tripping out on how people were just going ballistic over this. Jack definitely was starting the party with saying, F PlayStation, I'm done with PlayStation. I tuned into his stream for a minute, and he was basically saying like a goodbye speech to PlayStation, like it's been a good run, but it's over, kind of thing. And shout out to Jack. He had all of us laughing because, again, we were streaming and stuff and listening. But I feel like Jack, if he is really being real about this, like if he's really overreacting like that and going crazy and it's not for show or anything, then I hope Jack is okay today because I don't know if he's on Twitter anymore or what. Shout out to Jack. But I hope he's okay because this is really not a big deal. In my opinion, it's not a big deal. Now, if time goes by and then they announce The Last of Us 2 to PC, or they announce the next Horizon on PC and on Xbox, then we can all kind of be like, whoa, this is crazy. Then our minds can explode. But until then, this is a baseball game. It's not anything that, is a PlayStation poster boy. Like, it's not Uncharted. It's not Bloodborne, you know what I mean? It's not any of these other games. So, until then, I think this isn't that big of a deal. Now, again, if it gets like that, if it starts getting crazy and games day and date are going to PC, then we can have that conversation. But for right now, it's really not that bad. So I hope everybody's okay. I know the PC guys are loving this. I know a lot of people who are on PC, and lately, they've been influencing me a little bit. They've been very welcoming me, to me as far as having my PC and being a part of the community. They've been really excited that I'm on PC now. But that doesn't mean I won't play on a PlayStation anymore. I won't play any games on the Switch. I like games wherever they land. If as long as the game is good, I'm gonna be there. But lately, I've been on PC pretty much exclusively, with the exception of Death Stranding, which I did beat. So you guys, if you want to see my review on that, I'm gonna be working on that for the next couple days, and I should have that out before the Game Awards. I'm hoping to have it done by Thursday, like morning, okay? So stay tuned for that. But besides that game, I haven't really been on my PlayStation too much. So it begs the question, and we talked about this on the backlog, all right? If these games went to PC, would we need a PS5? Now, everybody's different. For me personally, probably not, because now I'm on PC a lot more. My PC's been upgraded. It can handle these games, and so on and so forth. But for the casual, the person that just buys, a couple games a year, they prefer console, they're probably not going to go out and build a PC. So I feel like for as much of the market share that Sony has, and we're talking how many PS4s? Like over 100 million? Do we really expect that to go down that much? I just don't see it having that effect yet. Maybe 10 years from now or something, but it's really, in my opinion, I don't think it's going to hurt the PlayStation brand. PlayStation is worldwide. Xbox, it wasn't really worldwide. It was mostly the big dog in America. So I just don't see the correlation. I mean, I could grasp for it, I could reach for it, but PlayStation is not Xbox. So to me, I don't feel like we should be wasting our energy freaking out. I really don't. That's just my take on it. What do you guys think? Like, I'm looking at the chat. Ryan says, I don't think you would mind Bloodborne on PC, though. No, me personally, no. I would love it. Yeah, of course. I would not mind at all. But what I'm saying is, like, for the whole community, like the PlayStation brand and like these fans out here who are kind of freaking out, we can't even like really dive into that conversation till that happens. You know what I mean? And Bloodborne, I mean, when you think about it, how much did Bloodborne even sell? Compared to like a God of War or something. Bloodborne, I think, is still kind of niche in comparison. And that's just kind of a me thing, because I love that game. So yeah, of course, like I wouldn't mind, but others would. There's definitely a lot of people that would. I mean, if they're upset over MLB, imagine how they would feel about Bloodborne or Uncharted or God of War or something like that. Chili, no, I was just kind of mentioning that. He's asking, do you think it devalues the PlayStation? I don't, at least not yet. It's not really even close to that, because like I was saying, PlayStation, if we're going to compare it to something like Xbox and what happened to Xbox and them kind of losing their identity and things like that, they would have to go down a line of the same choices that Xbox did. The Play Anywhere, the games on PC, day and date, Game Pass, all of that stuff would kind of have to come into fruition. And then it would get to the point where people stop buying PlayStations because of mistakes or because they feel like there's better games somewhere else. We're talking about PlayStation with these high caliber, story-driven video games. And if we feel like they're going to get worse over time, I just feel like that's an overreaction at this point. PlayStation and their studios and their developers, that talent has proven enough, I think, to show us that, listen, they're going to still be doing great games. Until it stops being great, then we can talk about it. But I just feel like if we're going to be, it's just like a waste to me to worry about that at this point, if that makes sense. It's like a waste of energy. That's what I mean. But yeah, what's up, Savage, Salazar, Sedin? I see you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Is there anybody in the chat who genuinely is concerned and thinks PlayStation is doomed? Because I'm hoping to change your mind. It's not that big of a deal. It's that old saying, it's nothing personal, it's purely business. Facts. Facts. I agree with that. At the end of the day, you guys, it's all about money. Even when it comes to these, game of the years and award shows, and if we start to think there's conspiracies and stuff like that, it's business, it's money, it's marketing, and they're gonna do what they have to do to make money at the end of the day. So Salazar says, if all PS exclusives went to PC, no more consoles for me. You know what? I have to, man, that would be crazy. Like, when I think about it that way, like, let's say that really did happen. Like, if there was just no more exclusives anymore. I don't see it happening, but let's just say it did, hypothetically. Yeah, man, like, as long as my PC's up to date and it's performing nicely, I don't see why I wouldn't just buy it on PC. Sometimes consoles, depending on your house and your arrangement and how, where your PC is at, who's using it, and things like that, especially if you have like a family. Sometimes consoles are more convenient because obviously if you have kids or something, you get them a console. If you and your wife or you and your husband both play games and you kind of want your own deal, one of you may have a console. That's kind of my situation with me and my husband. Like, I have my PC and he has his PlayStation, right? So I feel like that would always kind of be a thing for us, especially if I did have kids, I would definitely buy them a console. But for others, like say you got the house for it, you got the money for it, and you guys all want PCs, I mean, maybe you would all go PC. So it just kind of depends on you as a gamer and like your arrangement and who else are gamers in the household and things like that. But for the casual market, the families out there who have the one son who plays some games, he's probably gonna, if he's like 12 or something, they're probably gonna get him a console. So I feel like consoles aren't gonna necessarily die anytime soon, but the steps that these companies are taking with streaming and putting their games on PC and sharing the love to Nintendo or whoever, it's kind of leaning towards, they're just making the market more accessible, I guess. And I think that's Phil Spencer's whole thing. And now maybe this Jim Ryan guy, maybe him and Phil been talking. I don't know. Maybe they're on that trip of like, let's get these games everywhere. Let's make more money. Who knows? It really could be the thing that's going to be the future. And as long as I can play the games comfortably and play great games, I'll be fine. But there's a lot of people who won't be fine, and they just really hang on to these certain consoles or their certain preferences, and they want everything to kind of go their way, and they want to have something over the competition. And maybe this will kind of teach them, like, listen, that's a bad idea. Like, you should want to spread the love as well. You should want to just play the games. And hopefully, over time, those people will come around, Portal, yes, we talked about that, Portal. It's about the licensing for MLB, for sure. That was the first thing I thought of. I was like, it's got to be a license thing. So there's really no reason to, hashtag bend the knee, like Leaky says. Crazy. Or at least bend the knee to your bias or fanboyism. Let's put it that way. But I guess people are saying bend the knee because they think that's what Sony's doing. I'm not sure what that tag is for, Leaky. Maybe you can give me some insight on that. I don't know. Anyways, I think I went over that pretty clearly and got everything out. Maybe if you guys want to add anything. I was reading some of these. Shout out to you guys for hanging out. Appreciate it. I know it's like middle of the day when I do these things, and you guys come through. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I've actually been thinking about my channel lately. I was looking through some old videos, and shoot, I remember the days like if I would have went live like this, maybe 3, 4, 5 years ago, the comment section wouldn't be this packed. So I appreciate you guys just showing me, some support, and I really do appreciate that. Let's see. I guess we could move on to IGN. Let's talk about IGN. So they named Control as their game of the year. And let me go ahead and open this. So I could see like what was their runner up? Anybody know? Oh, it was Resident Evil. Okay, it was Resident Evil 2. I would be interested to see. Okay, is this the whole runner-up list? They got Sekiro in there. Fire Emblem. I guess this is their list of like the runner-ups. So that's pretty cool. I've never even heard of this one. Slay the Spire. Okay, so anyways, they named Control as their game of the year, and people are not having it. You got people saying, what the F? You got people just laughing. Somebody said, are you high or something? I'm just reading these in case you guys can't read them. I don't know what's up with my actual like screen capture or whatever. It seems like it's smaller than it is, but yeah, not a lot of people excited about Control. And this happened with the VGAs, with the nominations they had for VGAs. I think they had like 8 nominations. And I did a video about this, about, are the Game Awards rigged? Put those in quotations. So if you want to check out that video, you guys can. But I basically just brought up the idea of 505 games being connected with Kojima and being connected with the Game Awards, and maybe something fishy's going on. I didn't say it's one way or the other, but it was more so just something to think about. So yeah, if you guys want to check that video out. But a lot of people are kind of thinking, what's going on? Like, why Control? What is so great about this game? Not a lot of people, I guess, expected this, myself included. I did not expect Control to even be nominated for Game of the Year, because from what I saw, and I didn't play it, okay, but from what I saw from the people who did, the people I talked to almost on the daily, they say it's a good game, but it's nothing amazing. That was kind of like the consensus that I saw. So I was kind of surprised too. I was like, wow, Control? Maybe it is that good. I don't know. So I actually did buy the game. I'm going to try and start it today. I'm going to try. I want to at least get a couple hours in before the awards show. That way I can at least have a gist of how the game plays, what's the tone of the game, the story, things like that. So yeah, I'm hoping to start that today. But maybe I should turn it to you guys. If you have played the game, do you think it's deserving all this praise? I'm just curious. Like, is this surprising to you? Do you think something fishy is going on, or what's up? Because see, for me, the IGN Game of the Year doesn't really bother me that much, because I look at it like this, on the surface, okay, on surface level. All of these people who are at IGN, they work together, right? They see each other all the time. I bet you they go out for lunch, they go out for coffee, they talk about games. Obviously, it's part of their job. So let's say Control came out, right? And they're all playing it. They're all talking about it. Maybe they're having these deep diving discussions of what the game means to them. They're getting all of that, right? Because when you're with your friends and they're all playing games, I could just imagine like the discussions you have. So I'm picturing the whole staff just talking about this game and somewhat kind of influencing each other. They're bringing to the surface their feelings even more, like, oh yeah, you're right. yeah, this game, oh, it meant this to you. Okay, yeah, it meant this to me. And they're going to have those discussions and they're going to just hype the game up even more. So for me, on the surface level, I look at it like that. Like these guys all work together and they influence each other. So maybe that's what happened here. Maybe that's why Control, maybe they just had some amazing discussions and they really liked the game and some of them influenced others and they just thought, yeah, okay, this is our game of the year. Remember when we had those crazy, awesome breakdowns and discussions? That plays a part. I think that does. So that's on the surface level. Now, if we want to get into conspiracies and think something else is going on, that's a whole other thing. But if we're just looking at it like that, this doesn't surprise me, I guess. It could have been anything. It could have been Resident Evil. It could have been Smash, Death Stranding, whatever. Jay Harvey says Control is definitely Game of the Year material in 2019. I like how you added that, Jay Harvey. You have to put it in context, but like that, because it's true. 2019, it wasn't a bad year. Don't get me wrong. It was not a bad year. There were some great games, but I feel like it was kind of an up and down year. It's kind of up and down. No clear, dominant game. You know what I mean? Last year, you kind of could guess who was going to win, who deserved it. You could predict which game is going to bomb, which game is going to be amazing. It was more so like easier to read. And I said that many times. I had trouble making my most anticipated games of 2019 because it was hard to find like even 10 games that I knew were going to be, great for me. So I feel like 2019 was kind of one of those years. That's just my opinion. Of course, everybody's different, but the check must have cleared, Night says. Control needs to hit Game Pass. I know. I was really hoping that was true, Ricky, like now. Maybe it's true for the future and Phil let it slip. But I was hoping it would be true like now. That way I could play it on Game Pass. But I do have it wrapped in the seal. It's a PlayStation 4 copy of Control. And I may open it today. I think I want to see what the fuss is about. Is this game really Game of the Year material? I kind of want to know for myself, because I could ask you guys all day, but I'm not really gonna know until I play it. Unicorn Char, no, Char's not here. I know that I think the thumbnail is showing backlog, but no, Char's probably asleep right now. She's in Japan. You guys got to remember. If Char was still in Canada on my time zone, we'd be doing way more collabs for stuff. But she's in Japan, so it's kind of hard with the time difference and stuff. Let me see what you guys are saying. Bless says lackluster year of gaming in 2019. Savage says Control is great. Most of you probably didn't even play it. J-Run says 1998 godly, 2019 weak. Why 1998? Why'd you bring that up? I'm just curious. Eric and I should start collabing. Char is the waifu. Shout out to Char. Let's see. Anything else? Can't ignore IGN. I think you're being sarcastic with that one. Oh, you're talking about Day. You guys are talking to each other. I see. I see you, Unforgiven. Okay, Leaky says when Jack says bend the knee, it means PlayStation is folding on everything they do. Okay, that's what I was guessing. I get it now. I get it. Nice. Hope you enjoy Control. I hope so too, Denny. I'm very curious of, how I'm going to feel about the game. Because I watched a little bit of gameplay, but it didn't really... I don't know, it didn't do much for me. So it might be one of those where you just got to play it yourself, It could be one of those things. This guy right here says, Control as Game of the Year, you're entitled to your opinion, even if it's wrong. Yeah, so like I was saying, on the surface level, when you look at it as a site, IGN as a site, a group of people who work together all year and they talk to each other about these games, maybe they just had like a really good experience playing it. maybe the camaraderie of the site came together and they really just had a good time. I mean, we don't really know. Sometimes that plays a part. And that's the thing with like a lot of people upset because they didn't pick a certain game or a game they thought should win. It's like, it shouldn't matter. All of this shouldn't matter, really, when we think about it. None of this matters. Whatever game you guys love is what you love. But certain people want it exactly to be the game that they thought. So they could, I don't know, feel good about it or just take it as a win. I don't know. But I think it's just one of those things that maybe they just had a good time with the game. We don't know. It's all subjective. You're exactly, Portal. It's all subjective. But that goes without saying. Kind of feel silly even reminding you guys, like, you all know that. But yeah, a lot of people just they just do not agree. And then I've even seen this thrown around. It's because they have a female protagonist. Now that's getting a little that's in a territory I don't even want to touch, but I don't think it's that. Because where's Gears at? If it's all about like, oh, there's a girl in it, where the hell is Gears? How come Gears didn't get more love? You know what I mean? I don't think that's it at all. And I mean, are people going to say the same about Resident Evil? You can play as a woman there too. You know, I think that whole thing is silly, at least for this conversation. But yeah, anyways, that's kind of what's been going down. You have Control winning. Did they say anything? I guess they have a whole video right here. I'll probably listen to that later. I'm just curious what they would say. Did Rev write that? Oh man, shout out to Rev. Smash probably winning. Oh, speaking of Smash, I guess we can get into this. So the VGAs, and shout out to Dave for letting me know about this. They're doing like a player's vote or player's voice, where for each day till the Game Awards, we can vote on these specific games to win the player's choice. So yesterday I ran out of time. I forgot. I messed up. I didn't get to vote. Okay. But this was the results after day one. Let me make this bigger. And look who's in the front. Look who's in the front, just as we suspected, some of us anyways, freaking Smash. We cannot sleep on Smash. I know it's very possible the Nintendo fans just kind of spread this voting thing around and maybe their community is just dominating. That's possible. However, I've been thinking this for the past couple weeks. We cannot sleep on Smash winning Game of the Year. Now, I don't know if I can picture Smash winning the Player's Choice and Game of the Year, because they might try and mix it up. But we still cannot sleep on this damn game. And I don't think we can sleep on Control either, because apparently it's Game of the Year for a lot of people, IGN included. So I don't know. It's crazy. So yeah, this was after day one. Day two, which I did vote, and I actually voted Death Stranding and Sekiro. I actually did vote Death Stranding. Sekiro is my top choice, though. The reason I kind of went away from Fire Emblem is because it has enough votes. I kind of like to do the opposite sometimes. Look at poor Sekiro. Look at Sekiro, 9%. So I for sure was voting Sekiro because, I mean, that's I think that's going to be my personal Game of the Year when it's all said and done. I still need to, work on that list. But look at this. The reason Smash is part of this, you guys, because I see you saying it was in 2018. It's because it released in December. It missed the cutoff. So it's added into this year. That's why it's here. See, we have the actual Game of the Year. Let me go back to it. I mean, you guys probably know already. But see, Game of the Year. and Smash is right there. So yeah, Control, Death Stranding, Resident Evil 2, Sekiro, Smash, and Outer Worlds. That's the actual Game of the Year nominees. Now, Fire Emblem is getting love here, and they even added Star Wars, which is really weird because we could vote for it here, but it's not in the actual like cutoff or whatever, which is crazy. I definitely would have voted this for action adventure. I think that it deserves to win that, but it's not even in there because it came out the day of the cutoff. You think it's fan outcry, Dave? Possibly, but at least it's here, you know? At least it's here. So yeah, man, Sekiro depth. See, this is what kind of leads me to think, like, would they really have Sekiro win Game of the Year? I don't know, man. I hope it does, but I just don't think it will. I would be really shocked. I'd be happy, but I would be shocked if Sekiro won the actual Game of the Year. I would be super shocked. Hopefully Elden Ring turns out better. I hope they show that game soon. I need to see like what that game looks like. Is it going to be like another Souls type, or is it going to look different? Are they going to, change it up? I don't know. But yeah, you guys, I just wanted to show this. Smash is at the top. The Nintendo fans are going wild. They're probably sharing this with all their communities, all their, Twitter followers. Come on, guys, let's vote Smash. Like, you already know it's happening, so. But maybe this is a good thing. If it wins the player's choice, maybe it won't win the Game of the Year. I don't know. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe we want this. Maybe we want this. I don't know. But yeah, that's all I got really for like the Game Awards. I was debating on streaming it, but I decided I'm not. I'm like 90% sure I'm not. I think I'm just going to chill. I'm going to watch it with Kenny, and then I'll probably go live either after or the next day, and we'll just talk about it. We'll just talk about the winners and stuff. So yeah, I think I'm just going to chill. RE3 getting shown is a great early birthday gift. Yeah, Random, your birthday's coming up, right? Happy early birthday to you. Is that it, guys? What else should we talk about? Oh, there's one more thing. This was kind of part of the Sony thing, but I guess this Predator game is also coming to PC. So it begins. Are we starting to get these games on PC now? Just wanted to throw that in there. That's part of the whole Sony meltdown thing. Yeah, so good times. I guess we'll see how it goes from here. If games really start to come on PC more often, or the way I think they should do it. And this is just, if it were to happen, I think they should just put them on PC, but put them like a year later. Like release it, release your Last of Us or whatever game, and then a year later put it on PC. And don't announce it till, well, here's the thing. Here's the tricky thing. Okay. Should they announce PC, it coming to PC before the game comes out or after? Because either way, you're kind of screwing somebody. If you don't announce it before, PC players will, actually, how would it go? I'm trying to think in my head right now. PlayStation players would be upset if you don't announce it before, right? Because they would probably, some of them would want to wait for PC. Then if you announce it after, the PC guys would be upset because they would think, well, I bought it on PlayStation. You should have told me because then I would have waited. So somebody would be mad. Either way, somebody would be mad. And because remember that whole situation with, what was that game? What was the game that, was it Quantum Break? I think it was Quantum Break, where they said it was going to be Xbox exclusive. And then like 2 weeks before they announced it to PCs, and a lot of people bought it already or pre-ordered it and stuff, and people were upset. So it's like, you can't really win either way, but if they come up with some kind of I mean, if these games do come to PC, if they came up with some kind of system to hopefully please the majority, I think they could. I think they could. Party Up says after a while, people will just wait whether they announce it or not. That could happen too, because if they do announce one game, when the next one comes, they might be like, it might come to PC now, so let's just wait. So yeah, that's true. That is true. Say it first on PlayStation. Right. That's another thing too, the Final Fantasy thing. It's always been timed exclusive, but I swear people are acting like they're surprised. I don't know if people just don't read or they don't listen. I wish I had the tweets. I should have like saved them or something, but I've seen people upset that it's coming to other platforms. And I'm like, wait, you guys knew this, right? Like, am I tripping out? I was really tripping out. Like, okay, wait, how did I know this, but you guys didn't? Was I making it up? Like, I feel like that was known knowledge. I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, I think people just don't read or they don't listen. They really thought it was going to be only on PlayStation forever. I was tripping. I was like, you guys knew this, right? Fanboys have selective memory. Game Pass is where games go to die, Darth says. No, not necessarily, Darth. That's not true. There's some really good games on Game Pass, you guys. There's like really good games. But I guess you mean in the way like their sales go down or something. And that's a whole other conversation. If these companies like Xbox are paying the developers beforehand, so sales, do they even matter at that point? They got their money already, right? And Xbox is going to make their money back. So sales is like, they're not even going to matter anymore. That's the thing too. That's a whole other conversation. For reals. We almost got into that on the backlog. We almost took that suggestion for a topic. Shout out to Hardhead, because he let me know. He was like, yeah, you guys should talk about if our $60 even matters anymore. And I was like, what do you mean? And he said, yeah, if these companies are going to be streaming, if they're going to have Game Pass and they get paid already, those developers get paid, do sales even matter anymore at that point? It's kind of it's a topic that it would take a lot of, I feel like I need to research or something. I need to figure out how I'd even approach that topic, but that's a whole topic right there. They pay a lump fee for the rights to go to Game Pass. PC fanboys hating on Death Stranding, but will still buy it. That's another topic right there. I think it just plays into that whole thing of the fanboyism. When they don't have it, they hate it. And then when they have it, they love it. It's typical. Nintendo fanboys do it too. They'll say they don't need messaging. They'll say they don't need, what else? I'm trying to think. What does Nintendo not have? There's a whole list. I'm just drawing a blank. Achievements, things like that. But the minute Nintendo says, hey, we got achievements, oh, they're going to love it. They're going to love it. That's just how it is. And then with Sony, you're kind of seeing a little bit of that. I've seen a couple tweets where fanboys, they would hate on Xbox and make fun of Xbox for putting games on PC. But then now they're cool with the idea. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's always what benefits their company of choice and what the company decides. And they side with it no matter what, even if they're a total hypocrite. But then when the other side does it, or even does something better, they downplay it. It's just the same thing. Everyone does it. And it's not surprising at this point. Shout out to Dr. Trey, Ricky says. Why do you say that? Because achievements or what? Erica, exactly. Switch fanboys who lack a PS4, for example, hate Sony. Yeah, I mean, you'll see it. You'll see people, oh, I don't need Persona 5. F that game. That game's trash. But then if Persona 5 came to the Switch, they would love it. It's the same, just trash. Like, sometimes I get tired of it. You know, I've actually been kind of chilling on Twitter lately. And I was thinking to myself too that, maybe 2 years ago or so, when I was really wrapped up in like responding to people and laughing at the fanboys and stuff like that. And I used to think to myself, like, because I followed bigger YouTubers and stuff, and they didn't get involved in this stuff, right? They never would comment on like fanboy stuff or anything. And I used to think, wow, like that's kind of boring. Why don't they ever comment on this stuff? But now I get it, because in the in the grand scheme, like none of that stuff even matters. Like it really doesn't. I think that's why I've been more chill lately. I just want to play games, and not that I ever was like in the console wars or anything, but I was more so the type, like I would like make fun of them, and then I would retweet them, and just stupid stuff. And now I don't even care anymore. Maybe I'm just getting older and I don't care. But that's kind of like how I've been feeling lately. A lot of this stuff is just so silly, and the outrage and outrage culture, and then the people against the outrage culture, and it's just like it never stops. It never stops. I'd rather just stream. I'd rather just stream and play some games. What's up, Alish? Or Alish? How are you guys doing? But that's it for me, you guys. That's pretty much all I have to say. I'm going to go have lunch, I guess, and relax. I do want to start Control today. I might stream it. Actually, I should have installed it already. 2019 gaming, you guys. I got to install the freaking game. Who knows how long that's going to take, so I got to do that. So we'll see what's up for later. But I appreciate you guys coming out. Any last words that you guys got? Last controversial statements? 3-hour install? No, it's physical, so I'm hoping it don't take that long. But you never know, man. I thought Death Stranding would have been quick. No, it wasn't Death Stranding. What was it? There was some game I had on disc and it took forever. I can't remember what it was, but you never know with these games, for reals. You never know. And on top of having to install it, which usually goes fast, then it has to copy. That's like the new thing with PlayStation, and I hate it. You install the game, and then it does this whole other like this whole other install that says copying. And I'm like, well, what is this? This is new. I don't know what this is. PlayStation, what is this? And and the more I'm playing on PC, these games just boom. I install them quick, and there's nothing else to it. But with PlayStation, it's like they're driving me away. They're losing their value. Oh no. But it's just been like annoying. It's annoying with these install times and copying and all that stuff. It's crazy. Like the more technology advances, it's like we get behind in some ways. It's like, man, remember you just pop in games and play them? Those days are gone. Those days are really gone now. Mads Mikkelsen will win performance on Thursday. Hey, T-Rock, listen, T-Rock. When I was first playing like the first half of Death Stranding, I could not understand why he was nominated. I was like, why is this dude nominated? He did okay. But by the end of the game, I'm with you, T-Rock. I'm with you. I think he should. More so than Norman Reedus. Norman Reedus should not win it. But Mads, yes. He was amazing at the end, towards the end. But yeah, that those install times, man. Yeah, Eric, you were telling me too, Eric, about Mads. You're like, just wait. Just wait for it, Erica. And you were right. He was, who also was really good was Die Hardman. I felt like he should have been nominated. He had a really good moment in the game, like really good acting. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. Maybe it wasn't strong enough to beat Mads, I guess, but he was really good too. Elish says, I'm on episode 5. I would be quicker, but if I wasn't obsessed with the roads. Oh, man. Audible. Hey, we were just wrapping up, Audible. What's up? Did you hear the rumor about Scarlett streaming your game to you as you wait for it to install? Oh, snap. That would be kind of cool to have that option. Like if you want to just stream it and you could play like the first half hour or something. Hey, okay. I'm kind of down with that. I think that's a good idea. I think that's a good idea. But honestly, if they would just like improve the times, I'd be happier with that, I think. Just make them quicker somehow. Die Hardman better than Sam Bridges. Facts. Well, sort of facts. Sam was good too. I was in the wrong video waiting. I must be. Oh, you know what? With the whole event and all of that on YouTube, I still don't know what I'm doing with that Audible. That's probably my bad. So sorry. I tweeted it though. I tweeted the link. I hope I did, anyways. Copying is annoying and takes longer than the download time sometimes. Yeah, that is so facts. Seriously. Especially lately. I feel like it's getting worse. I don't know what it is. But yeah, you guys, shout out to the Sony fans. It's okay. Let's not panic. And even if these games go to PC, which they inevitably might, I cannot talk today. What does it matter? Because you're still going to play the game. And hopefully the games, you know, that that come out, they're good. And that's all that matters. I think that's all that matters. SSD, hopefully that stuff gets quicker, for reals. Sony fans gave some good entertainment. I just, it's what's the word I'm looking for? Not amusing. I wouldn't say I'm amused. More, I guess, amazed in all the wrong ways. How people can be that, like just the doom and gloom. Just the, oh, it's over. PlayStation's over because of MLB. I think we just need to relax on that. And even if these games do go to PC, PlayStation's still going to be there, just like Xbox is still there. And PlayStation is not Xbox, though. That's the thing. Like, I keep wanting to just re-emphasize that over and over. They're not the same. They're not the same. Now, if Last of Us 2 comes out and it's terrible, if these other games start coming out and they're not good, and then they just get shipped off to PS Now, and then they're day and date on PC, and then they're trash over and over and over, then okay, we could freak out. And if there's some clear evidence that it being on PC is hurting the games themselves, which is really silly when I say it out loud, it's like, how? But if that happens someday, then we can start saying, okay, yeah, they're like Xbox, because now these games are like losing their quality, and maybe the budgets are changing and things like that. But until that happens, it's like, I just don't see it. I don't see it, you guys. Damn you, Jim Ryan. How dare you think of everyone else? And yeah, if anything, he might have saved the game, because MLB was not having it. They're probably like, listen, we don't want this just on one platform. We want to make money. We know you want to make money. So come on, Jim Ryan, do the right thing. It was probably like a 5-minute meeting. Okay, cool. We'll put it on Nintendo. We'll put it on the Switch. You got me. You got me. And it was a done deal. They shook hands, put money in each other's pockets, and went on each other's way. That was it. That's really it. Gears 5 update tomorrow. Oh, man. The new maps. The new maps, Eric. I'm going to check them out. The free-for-all and all that. I'll check it out. But yeah, and true, if EA was going to take the game, if they didn't do that or make that decision, then yeah, I feel like everyone should be praising them right now. When you put it that way, EA not getting their dirty hands on it, their dirty hands, then yeah, this is like better. So what edition of P5R are you copying? I got the that special edition pre-ordered with the mask and all of that, the art book. I forget what it's called. Is it like a Phantom Thieves edition or something? They have a name for it, but yeah, I got that pre-ordered. Just spin it. Xbox paying for PS Game Studios now. And then you got that whole other thing too of Xbox Live on PlayStation for Minecraft, and I thought that was a thing already, but I guess it wasn't. I'm not sure. So it's been a combination of things for like Jack Move and all the ponies. You've had the Xbox Live coming to the PlayStation, so Xbox is making money, right? Minecraft and all that. Then you have the MLB thing. You got this thing of the, where's it at? Did I close it? Did I close it? I might have closed it. About the Predator game coming to PC. And you got, and then Jim Ryan, I guess they're spooked by Jim Ryan. It's a whole thing. There's a combination and they're losing it. So it is what it is. Dreams will be next. I could totally see Dreams on PC. Might actually help the game. Is that game even selling? I don't even know. But yeah, you guys, that's it. I'm out of here. Thanks for listening. If you're listening later, comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this. And I appreciate you guys hanging out. We'll see what happens. Let's just chill for now. And we got Game Awards on Thursday. I'll definitely be letting my opinion out there one way or another. Maybe Control later. Yeah, maybe. I'm gonna go rest my voice right now. Let me just tell you guys this before I go. I worked on my Death Stranding review yesterday. I talked for a half hour straight and my throat was so damn sore. I think that's why I was tired during my stream, because I was really working on my commentary for Death Stranding and trying to write it down in a way that would just capture all of my thoughts on that game. That's a very hard game to describe. It's a very hard game to review. So I hope you guys check out my review once it's done. I would really appreciate it, because I know it's going to be a lot of work altogether. So yeah, just letting you guys know. What's up, Big Keith? We're actually ending Big Keith. See ya, Ricky, Salazar, Red Hood, Alish, Dave, T-Rock, all you guys. Eric, Audible. I'm sure I'll talk to you guys later. Maybe play a game or something. I'm out. Have a good one, you guys. Bye.